welcome to an episode of Beyond the Brush, a podcast that dives into anything and everything about the World Star Nail Artist Nail Art Competition. I'm your host, Winnie at Winnie is Awesome, and can I just say, it is such a treat to have you with us today. Today on the show, we are going to have two very, very special guests, and I would have to say that they are absolutely the expert at today's subject. So without further ado, allow me to introduce our first special guest. First up, she is the managing editor of Scratch magazine. If you guys don't know what that is, you're definitely gonna want to tune in for the rest of the show because it's so good. She's also authored 3 nail art books, and she's been at Scratch and in the nail industry for over 14 years. And on top of that, she's a TV star. Everybody, help me welcome the very lovely Helena Biggs. Woo!
Oh, what an intro. Thank you, Winnie. Thank you for having me.
I didn't know you were a TV star. Oh my goodness.
Just a couple of things. Some of them can remain in the locker from the early days in my nail career. But yeah, we've done a few things. It's
oh my gosh.
There's some stories to tell. In the dark of the internet, I'm sure some people can find some things. That sounds a little bit dodgy, but it's not meant to.
Amazing. Well, you're gonna have to show us all your special moments and all that for another episode.
Uh-oh, what have I let myself in for?
Oh, geez. Okay, next up, we also have another very special person. She is an award-winning editor. She's been that for 11 years. She's a writer, a competition judge, a producer, and now she is the senior manager of education content at C&D, who loves nails and a good challenge. Please help me welcome my good friend and a fellow cat lover, Beth Livesay, everybody. Oh, woo!
Hey guys.
I'm just doing the awoo for everybody.
You have to make your own, sounds.
Oh yeah. Meow meow.
Yeah. There you go.
Man, thank you guys for coming to our podcast today. This is the first of many, and I'm really excited to have you guys on.
Excited to
be here.
So what are we doing today? We are talking about none other than the very important competition, World Star Nail Artist. So maybe let's start with you, Helena. Can you tell us a little bit about Scratch magazine?
Of course. Well, we are just about to celebrate our 20th birthday at Scratch magazine. So basically, we started in 2013 as a magazine, a print magazine to inform, inspire and educate nail professionals. So we are packed with news, features, step-by-steps. We run events and competitions, obviously with the World Star Nail Artist being one of them. And we produce a monthly magazine still in print. And we also produce daily content for our website and our social media. So everyone should just go and check us out if you want to keep on top of the latest nail news. So yeah, that's Scratch in a nutshell. And we also own the Nail Olympia competitions and a UK and Ireland competition called Scratch Stars Awards. So yeah, we've got a few things in our portfolio that keeps us very busy for sure.
Yeah, it sounds like you've done it all.
We've got a few things in our locker.
Just a few things. None, it's let me just add another competition to our belt here. I don't have enough things to juggle. That is so cool. I mean, Scratch magazine has been in the industry for forever, and it's such a reputable magazine, and all the competitions and award shows that you guys hold, it's just impressive.
Mm-hmm. We try our best, and we're excited to add another string to our bow this year.
Love it. And we're so excited to be a part of all of this. So, Helena, what is your role within the competition, this new World Star Nail Artist then?
I guess I'm kind of the admin lady, I think. I don't know, Beth. What would you say?
You're not the admin lady.
kind of like, I guess I just kind of make sure things launch. I work with Beth, I work with Winnie, I work with everyone that's kind of involved in the competition, and just, help tie things together to make sure they launch in time, and everyone kind of all of our shortlisted finalists and our competitors kind of know what they're doing, and have the resources and have their questions answered, and the communication is out there. And I've have an amazing marketing expert on our team who's called Laura, and she works with me to create loads of assets and make sure that the competition just gets its full potential to shine, and those that kind of enter within it have that support and that and some shiny lovely assets to show off their work.
Oh, that is so much more than an admin lady. That is, you
you're
call
not
yourself an admin lady.
You're not the admin.
But I guess
you're the star.
You're the star.
Absolutely not. I think one of the things that I love about my role, though, is that I am the party planner. So I am.
Oh, that's that.
Yeah,
I love that.
Which I can't wait.
We love a good party.
So yeah, when we announce the winner and the first runner-up and the third place, that will be at a really cool party in London. So I get to do all the fun stuff, like ordering the decorations and making sure things go right for that. So I'm hoping some of your listeners today will come join us in London for that.
I volunteer to blow up balloons.
Done.
If I can help.
Party planning is the hardest work. That's no joke. That's a real job. So I mean, that is just one of your many jobs. I mean, but party planning is for this big of a thing. It's a lot of work.
It's a big thing. I know. It's a lot of people don't know much about the competition yet because we're so new, but trust that it is only going to get bigger from here. Now, Beth, your turn. I know you and I go way, way back. way
to the beginning.
Back, before we were even born. Like 11 years. I'm not even that old.
Right? We met when we were 2. It was,
yeah. So you are now a senior manager of education content at CND. You stepped into this new role and still continue on with fun stuff like World Star Nail Artist. Tell me about what your role is.
Sure. So for this competition, I'm basically working with CND, who is the chief sponsor of World Star Nail Artist, and I'm working with the team at CND and the team at Scratch. And I mean, I'm a liaison to the admin lady and so on and so forth. So, like Helena, I feel like we're all doing a lot of different things, but I think the thing that is most fun about my job, and the thing I think people know me for, is I'm coming up with some of the challenges for the competition. So you know how I love torturing nail artists and, really finding ways to challenge them, to make them not sleep, pull their hair out. Winnie, this is how we met, right? And see, we're still in touch. So this is how you forge great relationships.
Yeah, start by torturing, and then after the pain, you feel
you've been through war together.
Rainbows.
Yeah, you've been through everything together. You're kind of like, oh yeah, I get it now. So that's how you form a bond, a true bond.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah,
that was beautiful. I love that.
Beth, you are just the boss lady of challenges. Like the first one that you've set is that I'm sure we'll reveal a bit later about is so exciting, so creative, and oh my goodness, are you exercising the creative muscles of our shortlisted nail pros, because it is such a cool challenge.
But we have like the greatest Winnie and I have the greatest backstory about that challenge. So we do need, I don't know if you know, I don't think Helena knows, right, Winnie, how we created that challenge?
No. It's technically a secret, but I guess we can let people
it's not a
in.
secret. I think we need to talk about it because it's really cool. So, sorry, Winnie, I just hijacked your show. Next question is about how did you create the preliminary challenge? Well, here's the answer. So this challenge is based on CND's spring collection called Shade Sense. And, you know, when I was looking at the inspiration C&D made for this collection, it said it's the merging of the metaverse and reality. And I had to Google what all that meant. So, you know, the term metaverse, it's cyberspace, it's virtual, it's, you know, virtual reality, all that good stuff. And so I was hitting a bit of a wall. I was like, I don't know what we ask for when it's metaverse versus reality plus spring pastel shades. And Winnie, and this is where you're gonna have to fill in the gaps, Winnie's like, I have a tool.
I have a tool.
Winnie, explain the robot. I call it a robot because I have no understanding of technology. Explain the robot you own.
I don't. That's so funny.
Do we want to hear about this robot?
I love how you call it a robot that I own. If only I owned this robot, I would be a millionaire. Like, I would be on the islands of Bahamas and, like, you know, I would not be here. No, just kidding. I love you guys. End of the day, it's AI. Basically, it's AI. Yeah, it's a chat AI. And
okay, a chat AI. Okay, that sounds
yeah, it generates. Basically, you ask the robot a question, and then it generates a whole bunch of things because it does the research for you over the World Wide Web.
It scans the web.
Because the internet is a big, big, scary space.
Yeah, so this AI, she threw in some of the words from the collection brief, and the robot actually spit out the second half of this challenge, Helena.
Wow.
It spit out the part about the underside and that it should move. So this challenge literally is metaverse merging with reality. So I only thought of half the challenge, and I do give credit to the AI for the other
robot.
Half, and to Winnie. So this is only half mine.
Winnie's
so I'm out
robot.
of a job. You don't need me anymore.
Right, come and join the admin lady. We'll make the tea together.
Oh,
there you go.
Goodness.
I can do that.
We'll blow the balloons and make the tea.
I can blow balloons for sure. Robot can't do that yet. There we go.
Okay, so don't blame us. Blame the robot.
Yeah. Moral of the story. That's not mine.
Wow, we totally jumped to a whole entire different topic, but while we're still on the subject of world star nail artists, I guess we still need to sort of tell people what it is and what really inspired this. I think, Helena, you should take this one. I want to know, like, what inspired the creation of WSNA?
Well, you know what? At Scratch, we have the Scratch Stars Awards, which celebrated its 10th anniversary last year, and we've been recognising nail professionals and salons in the UK and Ireland via the Scratch Stars Awards. So we've given out so many amazing trophies over the past 10 years, and I think once we hit that decade, we were like, you know what? We're so privileged to be able to award people in our sort of our home area, our home region, but now it's time to go a little bit global. Now it's time to really go for the big guns, and we want to recognize someone globally that is just damn awesome, to be honest. So, you know, we've had this competition experience, and we've gained that competition experience, and now we're pivoting, we're expanding, we've gone global with the world's star nail artist. So you'll see that star in there still, because you know what, it birthed itself from the Scratch Stars Awards. And you know, it's thanks to C&D as our platinum sponsor that we've actually been able to kind of allow this to take off. It's with the support of such a huge brand that we've been able to kind of make this global and kind of forge some global connections, because yeah, Scratch is born in the UK. You know, if you couldn't tell by my accent, so you know,
I thought you were from the Bahamas.
If anyone's watched The Only Way Is Essex, then they will be very familiar with my accent. All right. Um, so yeah, no, it's thanks to C&D that we have been able to make this happen this year. And so yeah, we're still running the Scratch Stars Awards every single year to celebrate our homegrown talent, but we've opened it up now, and we've opened up this competition and launched this to kind of, our tagline is to unite the global nail industry through creativity, through love and passion for nails, and just through being such a cool industry, really.
And honestly, what a beautiful way to celebrate nail art. Nail art's been around for decades and centuries, and we never see it being celebrated like this before, where everybody comes together from all over the world. It's so cool to see. It's like a universal language at the end of it all.
Absolutely.
Right.
We had entries from China this year, from South Africa, obviously quite a lot from the UK because they've seen it on our platforms, and from the US, but from the Netherlands, all over Europe. It's just been amazing that we reached such a broad area and such a wide area that we're kind of celebrating that talent, and long may it continue. We plan to do this every single year and just widen our reach to even more nail artists and recognize just how great they are.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I see Kitty in the background.
It's like, I saw her jump up, and I was like, she's gonna want to.
It's okay. You can hold her for the rest of the show. It's cool.
I can't. She'll claw me. She's the mean one. So I'm a little worried that she's like so close to me.
That's inspiration for a next challenge, isn't it? Like Kitty.
Yeah, special appearance by Kitty.
Life or death. Nice.
No, I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody who entered this our first year of World Star Nail Artists. It is such a pleasure to see you put yourselves out there. I'm so proud of you. And for those who were considering entering but didn't have time, or is maybe thinking about it next year, I want to say do it. Yes. Because we want to see all of you next year. I know we're still very early in the first year, but next year, please do it. We want to see all of you.
Yeah. I just want to say, from a C&D perspective, ever since I started in the nail industry, I worked for another trade magazine. We always got Scratch Magazine every month, and we were like, this is the coolest magazine. It's thick, it's beautiful, the images are beautiful. And when I came over to C&D, I think, even though where I work is we're talking to North America nail pros, but of course we have nail pros all over the world at C&D. And I think, we were thinking we need a media partner that still upholds the standard, right? The industry standard for producing amazing competitions, producing top-notch media that has a gorgeous outlet. And that was Scratch. And, in Scratch, they're legends when it comes to competitions. Like Helena said, Nail Olympia, which I've had the privilege of judging and seeing in person. It's a huge production. It's still so prestigious everywhere. If you are in Nail Olympia, it's for every skill level. Scratch Stars, the Scratch Shootout. I'm a big fan of the Scratch Shootout. I love that competition. So, for us, there was really no other choice but to go to Scratch and be their partners for this competition. So thank you again, Helena, and your team, because you're really making this happen. I mean, it takes so many people, right? It can't be just one group. So thank you.
Oh, thank you, Beth. Isn't that so lovely? Like this is the thing about the nail industry. We may be on different sides of the pond, but it's so nice that we're kind of uniting together and like through each other's support and recognition, we're able to do this. And they were really lovely words. Thank you, Beth. That's so nice.
Oh, of course. No. I just want to make sure you guys knew how great you were.
Oh, that's so lovely. You're great too, and I like you and your cat.
It's a party crasher. I'm working. Come on. Cut all the cat.
Oh gosh. Well, that was such lovely words, Beth. I think you said it best for all of us. It is, this industry needs love and support, and what better way to do that to have then this partnership.
Yes.
It's basically a match made in heaven.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Match made in heaven. Yes.
Yeah,
and you know
I
what?
like
It's not exclusive, and I know sort of Beth won't mind me saying. Obviously, we've launched this because CND have supported and been able and sort of came to us and had a cool idea that worked in synergy with ours. And you know, CND are our platinum sponsor because of that. But we are seeking other sponsors. We are open to other sponsors to kind of work with us on the challenges and kind of really take this competition to the next level. It needs the support of a lot of industry names, and you know, we're really excited to move this forward and just keep growing. And we can't do that without the support of, you know, some amazing brands and people in this industry. So if anyone does want to get involved, it's not too late this year, but we can also sign up for next year to really kind of support what we're doing and just make it even bigger and just widen.
Absolutely, for
I
sure.
think this competition is right now a snowflake, and it'll turn into a big snowball,
avalanche,
which will cause an avalanche.
Yeah.
Wait, that went south.
Then we'll have to launch a competition called the University Star Nail Artist.
Hey, I like it. I like it.
I like it a lot.
Do it.
So tell me about this competition. How long is World Star Nail Artist going to be?
Well, I guess
Who
if
wants
I
to
take
take
that and Beth, like, because we need to hear about the challenges so far from Beth, and you're better on the date side than the admin lady here, I think. Well, we've just announced as of April the 1st, no fools here, we announced our shortlist of 21 amazing nail artists from all over the globe. And Beth has written, and Winnie and your fun AI robot have written them a preliminary challenge. And they are having to create a really cool nail design for that one, which I'm sure Beth will spill the tea on in a second. And once we get that through, we are then going to whittle down into a group of finalists, but it doesn't mean the competition's over for those who don't make those group of finalists, because we're running wildcard challenges, which are going to be so cool. And Beth, I'm going to hand over to you because you're the expert in this run.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I was getting excited as I was hearing you describe. So this competition is, it's going to take a minute, right? It's going to take us from right now in April through July 23rd being the date of the Scratch Star Awards, which Helena will be planning, the party planning committee, and she will be telling us more as we get closer about that event, because it is a huge event, in the UK, and it's an event I've personally always wanted to go to. It's always been on my radar, so I'm excited to see a lot of people there, hopefully because of this. But people think 3 months of competing, that's a lot. Well, not exactly. We've broken it down a little bit differently this year. So basically, we're going to have 2 competitions running at the same time, and they're going to be running every other week. So we're going to start at the beginning of May, and we're going to have a regular challenge. So that's where the finalists Helena was speaking about, they will come in and they will enter that challenge round. So we're expecting 12 people to be in that semifinalist group. And then they're going to start with that challenge, and they're going to have 2 weeks, and then they're going to go on that schedule. Well, in between that, we're going to have all the people who didn't make the semifinal rounds, the remainder from the 21 we have now, they're going to compete for a smaller challenge. So it's not going to be as many nails, and they're just going to have 4 days to put something together on a single nail tip. So we get to watch 2 competitions at once. It's going to be really fun. We're going to go back and forth. And then here's the thing. If you get eliminated from the regular challenge round, you can go into that wildcard competition. The other fun thing about the wildcard competition, we never kick anybody out. So it's really survival of the fittest, right? If you want to stay in and you're like, no, I'm determined. I want to go to Scratch Star Awards in July. I am not giving up, then stay. By all means, stay. We are not kicking anybody out. We want to see as much nail art as possible from here to July. We want to talk about you. We want to celebrate you. Scratch wants to post about you and, do write-ups and share your artwork. we are not getting rid of people. If you want to leave, that's completely fine. If you're like, if by June, you're like, I'm exhausted, I can't do this anymore. We get it. That's okay. But for the wild card each week, we'll pick a winner, but we're not kicking anybody out. And then at the end, this is the exciting part, in July, we're going to take someone from the wild card and we're going to throw them back in, and they get to go to the finals at Scratch Star Awards. So the lesson here is never give up, and we're going to produce a lot of content for you that shifts every other week. And it's going to be shifting between C&D sponsored challenges, some that are Scratch themed, maybe a couple other surprises thrown in here and there, but you're going to see a diverse range of nail art styles. Yeah, I'm excited.
That's awesome. I find myself saying the same thing over and over again. This is your success is completely up to you.
Yes.
So you decide how far you'll go in this competition, because we're leaving that completely in your hands. Mm-hmm. Oh, see what I did?
Yeah, I love the fun there. I was like, it just came so naturally there, Winnie. It really did. Nailed it. Oh God, sorry, too fast.
Nailed it.
Here we go. And here
we're so good at this game. No, I think that's a really good layout of the competition, because it's basically April to July. Every single week something is happening. And as long as you don't give up, we don't give up.
We don't give up on you.
Yeah. That's as simple as it gets.
It's going to fly by. I think people just think, oh, that's
it is
time, but I think because it's fairly fast paced. I mean, we've made it feasible. We think around we realise that people have got clients that they're working on, and they've got other opportunities ongoing. But we think it's feasible. And we're just so excited to see what everyone's going to produce. But there's just going to be so much nail art on our website, and it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited to see it.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, it's going to be good. And our 21 deck of 21 people, they are just top of the top. I can't even.
I think the cool thing about these 21 too is I feel like I hadn't heard of like 80%. I'll say 80-85%. They were new to me when I saw them. So it was really cool because, we've all been in this industry for a long time. And sometimes I think you feel like, oh, I know everyone there is to know. No, you can never know everyone there is to know. There's new talent popping up all the time. And so, I mean, like I had my phone out and I was like, following like on Instagram, like I gotta add them. Like it was it's really fun to see these people. I got to learn about a lot of new faces and people, and it was exciting.
Definitely. Yeah, I think that's the beauty of this competition. Like it allows you to kind of see new nail artists that you wouldn't have normally seen via an Instagram algorithm, because like for obviously for you guys, you've got a lot of US and Canada nail artists on your radar. From my perspective, a lot of UK and Ireland nail techs on my radar. And while this year we have got a lot of UK finalists, because obviously the competition kind of originated in the UK, and so our promotional activity is naturally coming from our platform, which is UK and Ireland. We have got a lot of UK people in the top 21, but we know as this competition snowballs, as you said, Winnie, like we're just going to reach out to more and more people. But the names that we've got from other countries and parts of the world, I've done the same as you, Beth. I've just looked on Instagram and I've been lost in Instagram wormholes because I'm just like, wow, some of this nail art, how have we not seen it before? But how
exactly
now we can see it.
Where have you been? Yeah, I know. And some of the people who didn't make the short list too, but who applied, I was like, I gotta follow them, because like there's so much promising talent out there. It gives me so much hope, and like our future is so bright in this industry. It is
bright.
Yeah,
like the stars.
The stars. But I think that's
you did it. You did it.
Oh, how many puns can we get? We should start a punometer for each one.
Winnie's specialty. The ticker. You need a ticker, like a counter.
I'm cheesy like that. Yeah, I can't help it.
You know what? I love that. I think the reason why we've all stayed in this industry for so long is because it never gets boring. And when you've seen it all, you've never seen it all. And in these entries as well, we set a brief for the entry task that was to create an out of this world nail design with a star somewhere incorporated, and it was just so broad, the range of entries. Like it was so diverse, it was so inventive, and there were techniques used that and material, and it blew my mind. And I think we've got such a strong shortlist, and I'm so excited to see what they're going to go on to create, because I thought their creations were outstanding.
Yeah, and I mean, it's called a short list, and I think we were thinking of it being shorter. But I mean, that's just a testament to how great everyone was. We were like, you know what, we can't cut people.
We can't help ourselves.
Like there were just too many good choices. So I hope everyone knows that. Like we really we packed in as many people as we could for a short list.
It's so funny, you know how when in reality shows it's like, if I could take all of you, I would.
Yeah, but it's true, man. It's
literally true. The case here. If we could take all of you, we would. Maybe next year we'll just take all of them.
Yeah, everyone in the world, every nail artist in the world, Winnie. That won't be
the long list.
Yeah, the longest competition in the whole entire world. Yeah. Well, this is such a great introduction to WSNA, World Star Nail Artist. If you don't know anything about it, you do now. Thank you guys so much for giving us an insight on how the competition came about. Thanks, Helena.
Sure. Thank you for asking.
And I guess if people want to follow the journey of it, they can just head to scratchmagazine.co.uk/WSNA. We're not going to make everyone type out the big long competition name. It's scratchmagazine.co.uk/WSNA, and you can see all the updates and all the pictures from the challenges as they come out and as they're completed over on our website as well.
Thank you both so much for giving us an insight on what WSNA is all about. Next episode, we're going to be diving into what the preliminary challenge is. Beth, are you ready for that?
I am. Is your robot ready? Is your AI ready?
No, there's no robot involved.
They're not going to be a guest too? Oh, love to talk to them some more.
Thank you so much for tuning in, and we've taken up enough of your time. We wish you all a very good day. Bye-bye.